As the next day came about, Ava came out of her room, seeing Leslie sleeping on the couch from last night's excitement before Jeff interfered at the club. Ava then felt like she was a bit harsh last night. She then sat down by her side, stroking Leslie's hair as she slept. What was up with me last night? Leslie was only trying to be nice, and I don't want to lose my best friend because of my overreaction, Ava told herself. Just then, Leslie woke up, and looking up, she saw Ava. Hey there, sleepyhead. Hi, Leslie responded. Leslie, about last night, I didn't mean... Leslie interrupted her. I know, and it's okay. I know you wanted to have fun and show me what it's like to be an LA girl. Until that psycho showed up. But I gotta ask, who was that other guy that was fighting him? Leslie asked. I don't know. But we could go always ask my folks, Ava suggested. They both then made their way to Ava's parents' apartment. Hey guys, Ava said to her parents, and they immediately responded with, Oh, sweet pea, we've been worried sick. I just saw on the news about Frank's and what happened in there, and you didn't pick up your phone when we called. Sorry, Mom, but I gotta show you and Daddy something, Ava said as she pulled out her phone, showing them the video clip of Jeff and El Chicano fighting. Who's that black hooded guy? Do you guys happen to know? Just then her dad came to the kitchen and saw the video, his eyes widening as he saw the black hooded figure. Where did this come from? Her dad asked, taking a closer look. From Frank's nightclub. They showed up and fought each other. I don't know if they're dead or not, but the police came, Ava told her dad, her father then sitting down on the kitchen table, making a fist and pressing it to his mouth. Why, Dad? Do you know who he is? Her father took a bit to respond, but stated that he had heard some rumors and stories about the guy, and that Manuel knows more on who that was. My godfather, Manuel, knows. Okay, I'll go see him, Ava said, grabbing Leslie's arm. Ava, her dad yelled at her. She stopped, as did Leslie, and looked at her parents. Please, just be careful, okay? Ava nodded, and they both went to go see Ava's godfather, Manuel. They headed down to the deeper parts of East LA, with the song of "'Cause I'm a Rider" by Mr. Criminal playing in the radio. A lot of graffiti and cholos wandering the streets. Sometimes we don't come down here for obvious reasons, but my godfather has been friends with my dad since they were kids. They're kind of like brothers, and he's been like a second father to me ever since I was 5, Ava told Leslie. They made it to a house which wasn't too bad looking in contrast, but aside from the rough neighborhood, they decided to knock on the door. About a 50-year-old man answered with tattoos covering his arms and neck, wearing a black tank top and black pants. Oh my God, little Ava, is that you? The man said. Hi, Manny, Ava said, then hugged her godfather. This is my best friend Leslie. Ava showed Manuel Leslie, and they shook hands. See, we came here to ask you about this guy. Maybe you might know who he is? Ava showed Manuel the clip of El Chicano. He looked at it for a bit, and stated quickly to come inside. That it's better that no one drops out here. As the three of them went to the living room, Manuel went to grab some papers. A binder that was filled with news about something. So, in the video, I guess you want to know what it's about. Well, what you see right there in the clip is one of Mexico's fearful urban legends. El Chicano, he said. El Chicano? They asked, while Leslie was there sitting in shock. And he responded, "That's what he's called, Princess. A Grim Reaper, a ghost story. He uses this mark, specifically." He pulled out a picture of a spray paint poster, a hooded figure with sharp demonic teeth. He uses this mark on neighborhoods. Now, if you see this, it meant somebody on the block was a target. Somebody was getting killed. You know the saying around here, Princess. In the barrio, bad things happen when the sky turns black. Manuel said. Leslie was looking at the picture of the spray paint, and hearing this, asking, who was he? Well, I've heard stories going back as far as the 40s, during the Zoot Suit riots, that a mysterious black-hooded motorcyclist was spotted moving through the barrio. A living urban legend, you could say. Staying alive through the 50s, 60s, and 70s, just all throughout the decades. He stated as he pulled out the newspaper clips of a headline stating, "Shadowy biker eludes police after attacking East LA crack den." Alongside, black hooded figure shoots down crime lord Eric Shotgun Gomez. Now, anytime shit got hot in the hood, you hear those chopper bikes. Those motherfuckers would put their pistolas away and call it a day. Gangsters found God out of fear of the devil, Manuel finished explaining. At such a time, at the abandoned warehouse, El Chicano was facing the billboard of the newspaper clip, taking off his mask and seeing it labeled "Child Murderer Still on the Loose. Twin brothers of one found dead." Having his flashback of a pale ghoul holding his brother by the throat, trying to save him from a pale ghoul, but backhand slapping him to his face, as his brother was screaming to help him, he heard a scream, and then silence. A tear fell from his right eye. El Chicano then stabbed the clip with his red Aztec knife, breathing heavily in and out from his nose. "After what you did to him, you son of a bitch, you will fall by my blade," El Chicano said, walking away. Back at the house, Leslie said, exasperated, "Oh my god. So, there hasn't been any leads to who he might be?" "Nope. Nah, not a single one. It's like he shows up, does what he does, and disappears before anyone could apprehend him," Manuel said. "Well, what about this guy in the white hood? Supposedly he's this Jeff the Killer. Do you know anything about him?" Ava asked. "No, Princess, sadly. However, I do know of a lady who knows more about urban legends. I'll tell you where she lives, if that'll help. But please, be careful. She's a bit loca."